Well, hello everyone. This is an unusual setting for assembly, isn't it? I'm used to standing in front of you on a Monday afternoon and sharing my thoughts and ideas with you and being able to ask you to join in. And right now, we can't work quite like that. But I wanted to make sure that I could stay in touch with you. So today, as you can see, we're in my workshop, or my den as some people call it. It's where I normally keep my motorbike and my push bike, and I make and mend things, and it's a place I like to go and relax and be, sometimes in the evenings, often at weekends. So I'm spending a bit more time at home at the moment, just like you are. We find ourselves in really unusual times, don't we? When our experiences are new like this, the thing we've got to rely on are our instincts, the things that we know are right and the things that we know are not right. And you know a lot about those things, the things that are right and not right, because your grown-ups at home and your grown-ups at school have spent a lot of time helping you to understand about that. And those things are really, really important to us now, because when we find ourselves in situations that we've never been in before, the only thing that we can count on is what we instinctively know to be true and good and right. And I know that you'll be trying really hard at home to support your parents in a difficult time and be as good as you can. We sometimes call those things that are good, that we're proud of, we sometimes call them, as adults, we call them values. Things like kindness, respect, fairness, honesty. Things that we often talk about in assembly, actually. And assembly is a time where we really try to reinforce the things that are right, that make us good human beings and make us people that want to help and serve our community and do the best that we can, particularly for you, for young people, because you are our future. And it kind of brings me to the idea of symbols. Now, lots of you will be familiar with the idea of symbols. So, for example, sometimes if you see a picture of a heart, you know that's representing love. If you see a symbol of handshaking, you'll recognise instantly that's about friendship. Those are things that we really value. They're very important in our lives and very important to you. Actually, our whole tree in the hall, the tree that you wear proudly on your sweatshirts, that's a symbol too. It's an oak tree. And oak trees are famous in history and mythology and stories as representing strength and health, which is good news, we like that. And they're important also to us as British people, because the oak is a symbol of strength to our nation, and that's something that will be incredibly significant to us in difficult times. You'll also know, of course, that trees sometimes get blown over. Bad weather outside in the winter, strong winds, rain, and if their roots aren't strong in the ground, they can be blown over, and that's the end of that. So it's really, really important, and that's why oaks are so important, that their roots run deep. So if you've ever noticed, and some of you may not have done because they've been there a long time now, the roots on our tree all have, each of them, one of our values written on them. Things like kindness, thoughtfulness, respect. We believe that the tree in our hall that kind of represents us really in the way that we do stuff at West Chiltern, we think what will keep that standing is the fact that our values are so strong. Your values are so strong. So try to think of that when things seem a bit more difficult than usual, when you're getting on top of each other at home, when you're asked to do something. Remember that being helpful, being kind, taking the time to do the things that have been asked of you, make a difference, not just to you, but to the other people in your house. We are missing seeing you at the moment, so I'll be really, really interested to hear back from you. I know that your teachers are also working really hard to make sure that you've got interesting things to do at home while we're not at school, and that will continue to grow over the days, and I plan to do a different assembly each week. I really want us to think together about what this particular period in our history is going to mean to us looking back. You are living through an extraordinary period in history, and I will be asking you in the days ahead to start to record your thoughts and what you notice as time goes on. In the meantime, I'm relying on you to do your best